Okay, so the next thing that I did was, so I decided to go the pre-professional route, okay? Weber State University opened up the opportunity for me to do my pre-dental, pre-medicine, and PA school requirements in tandem with it. I could also apply to genetic counseling or to like a PhD program and stuff like that. And so for me, I wanted to open those doors as widely as possible. How many of you know that you're going to stay in the medical field? What are you going to do?
Nursing.
Nursing?
Nursing.
Nursing?
Anesthesia technician.
Well,
Anesthesia tech.
Yeah, anesthesia, okay.
A surgeon.
Surgeon, awesome. So within that being said, one of the hardest places for a sample to be is, let's say like I was loading, unloading stuff, and I had a sample in my hand, and a doctor or a nurse would call me and be like, hey Quinn, what's up with this? And I'd be like, oh wait, and I'd get on the phone, I'd look up the patient, I'd answer the question, and I'd be like, oh no, are you coming, or are you going? And what's going on? And so that could be really hard for me. So these pre-professional, I wanted to open those doors as wide as possible and not pigeonhole myself in. I got waitlisted for dental school. My other colleagues who didn't have the degree I had didn't have a safety net to fall back on. I got a really good paying job with really good benefits. I ended up withdrawing from dental school and staying in this profession. If you don't like the testing and you're computer savvy, you could go into LIS, or Laboratory Information Systems. I'm really good with my hands and I love building things, so field service, fixing the machines. They wanted to hire me as well. Like I said, PhD programs or pathology assistants, so looking at those smears and seeing things, or professorships. I know even like the universities have asked me to come and teach the university. Drug tests with mass spec, they have whole buildings and basically groups for that, or research. So here's the thing. If you like medicine and you want a stepping stone, this is a great field to do it with. But that's also part of the hard part, right? We lose a lot of our good people, the best and the brightest. But it opens the playing field. And if you're not happy doing what you do, look at me. I've been able to change and modify with the degree and find something I love and I'm passionate about. Okay? Are we good? Okay. What time do we get out?
We have 5 more minutes.
Okay. Projection, 2% through 2034, and this is due, the baby boomers are aging out, right? So that means that big need for our healthcare system is going to adjust here in the next couple of years, okay? The other thing variables that we don't know about is technology, right? So advances in different machines and how good and how quick they are. Automation, this also has to do with like AI, right? So we talked about this. What if I could use AI to help me navigate the math on this? That would be very helpful. We might not need as many people there. The other thing is aging population. There's a lot of those baby boomers who are going to be retiring, so I'll probably end up moving into leadership, if that makes any sense. So that's going to leave a vacuum. So I think that this number is a little bit misleading, and I'll tell you why. Legislation. So prior to this, what it used to be, let's say if someone came from Canada with a medical laboratory science degree and wanted to work here, okay? They would have to spend $2,000 in order to work in the United States. Well, a legislation just changed and says if you come from outside the States to work in our medical field, it's going to cost the hospital $100,000. So that's going to change something. Let's say if I have a colleague, she's from the Philippines, and she goes from the Intermountain to the University of Utah, they will lose that relationship that they had, and if they come back, they will be at the new regulation. So this is a little bit misleading because this legislation just changed, and it's always subject to change, right? Okay, do you have time to do a quick case study where I get to go full nerd? Yeah?
Yeah,
Can we do that?
3 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so this patient came in. She was born 5 days with a mid-sagittal defect called pulmonary atresia. This means the blood coming from her heart to her lungs was that pathway was blocked up. They did a conduit that bypassed from outside her heart to around to her lungs. So during the second surgery, because her size and blood volume had changed, that small conduit was not cut it, so they increased it. Well, afterwards, she was not doing so hot, and they didn't know why. And a nurse came in during shift change and ringed the chest tube. A clot came out on that chest tube with this post-surgery, and some blood came out, and then a lot more blood, and then tons of blood came out. Doctor ordered a CBC, we checked her hematocrit and her platelets, he ordered a couple of units to save her life. They ended up collecting the cell savers back from her surgery and putting her own cells back in her body, and she was just fine because of that. And all my colleagues who actually worked on her saved her life. This is my daughter. She's actually 9 now. This is an old photo. But every sample that I touch actually is a person. The 4,000 samples that we process a day actually means something, and you have an impact, and you have an impact on each other. And so with that, thank you very much for your time. Any questions? Did I get everything? Was this fun? Awesome. You've been awesome. Been great.
We have 2 minutes. Anybody have any questions? Last question?
What's up?
I don't know how to charge it.
Creatine? As far as like, so are you looking for, so I feel like creatine is really good for like muscles,
I have to pick up my little sister from school and drop her
but
at home and I drop
if
her
you're
off,
looking
pick
for
up
like
my
strength
other
things
sister
and
and pick up my
whatnot,
other sister.
I'm probably more of a
My little
person
sister
that's
doesn't get out of school till 3:20. You don't have a charger? What kind of phone is it? It's not the new charger, it's like the old charger.
Yes, so based on the body mass index, or like the ratio of your size and weight,
Do you
what
want
we
to
can
borrow
also
it?
test
Give it
is
to you
to
after
see
you guys?
how much your body's processing. So what's your body's clearing? Because as the creatine is broken down, we
So
can
after
see the
school,
excess in your urine.
I'll run
But
up
that's
to
just
my car.
to monitor like your biology and what's happening, and also how well you're doing. But yeah.
Are you guys
Mom, who's literally bodybuilders?
I want to ask him, but I'm really scared now because of
Yes, testosterone, yeah, all the time. Yeah, we do testosterone and all the things to make sure that the levels are intolerant. Anyone on therapy, so for example, if you're on Synthroid, we can check to see like how much we need to give you. Because here's the thing, you and her physiology is different. Her liver can clear things really quickly, whereas yours might take a little bit longer. I'm born with a genetic thing called Gilbert syndrome, and the bilirubin builds up in my blood because my body doesn't produce the enzyme as rapidly, but it's just genetics and I'm fine. But my liver is also okay. It's just genetics. So a lot of this is to do with that. That's a cool thing about AI. I'm wondering if we'll be able to hone in on our physiology better. Because we'll be able to brute force all this math.
Also, they went to
Any other questions?
their lake this weekend. Jackson, Austin,
Hey,
and
do we have one more
Sophia.
class
And
then?
I thought it was just the three of them. Nope, there were other girls.
Thanks, guys. Was it fun? Yeah. Yeah? Thank you.
Hey, what's going on?
Senior night and we have
Yes.
14
Thank you so
seniors.
much.
You can't start all 14 of our seniors. And like all of them are saying that they don't start. All right.
I think it was great.